step and see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my install. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, you already lived.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my install. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Dustin Hopkins from our nation's capital. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. They'll roll him out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
368!
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down, Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second.
Decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Yo, on the ball! On the ball!
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Dalton throwing on second down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Settle down, huh?
After the interception, here's Smith. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
52. 35. Good Liz. Orange.
To throw on second down is Smith. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Smith now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. To throw again. Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Throw left side, complete. That's Ross. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
15.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a run with Peterson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Back up.
Now it's Smith. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Settle down, huh?
Peterson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Peterson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Tiger. Check. Liz, huh? Liz.
To throw is Smith. And he fends him off. And fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Geno Atkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Dalton underneath. This is Bernard. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Dalton. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
We're good.
Throwing, Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Now the Bengals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Dalton here from the gun. He drops it off for Bernard. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. The final act of the first half, Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, Peterson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. Back to throw, Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. After the run, Smith going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
368. Yo, on the ball. On the ball.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has.
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They run again with Peterson. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
final minute now of the third quarter. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off of play action, here's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Back now at FedEx Field as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Smith on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, here's Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Taking chances, a little bit of a Gruden family trait. As Jay says, let's go here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. And Davis has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Smith now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Peterson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Yeah,
I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Over here. Yes. Over here.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Yo, we're good.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Finding Green complete. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
368.
Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. "31 yards there and a 1st down." Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Good.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Dalton wants to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So now Dalton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now it's Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, 15. Hey. Front. Yellow. Watch Mike.
Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Big spot, Andy Dalton, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zach Brown coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
44, get ready for 57 over there. Go. We're good.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. So now the first OT throw coming for Dalton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
We're good. Lead.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Going deep downfield for Roll. He's got him in, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A huge play there in overtime. 48 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Back to Mixon on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Dalton throwing on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Here's a give to Mixon. And some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense is able to run successfully.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Second down, Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Now remember, this one is not over. But with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession. But when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A deep ball for Dotson. Power. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. William Jackson with a pick. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. But we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what